right, man, let's talk about Detroit Lions. A lot of people got questions about, them not drafting another pass rusher across the defensive line. That mean that at least till after, at least till we see what happens after the post June 1st cuts, or those, right before training camp cuts. This is what it's gonna be. So they putting a lot of stock, and I mean just across the board, pass rushers. They putting a lot of stock into Levi Onwuzurike. I know people tired of his ass at this point. Josh Pascal, the kid they got Matthew Betts from the Canadian Football League, James Houston, John Kaminsky. That's who they rolling with. If Wingo make the team, they gonna do something with that. A lot of people felt like, maybe they should have got the kid out of Penn State. He went. Dallas Turner went. There's another guy they could have moved up for, but they standing pat. So, in my opinion, it's better than relying on Julian Okora, who can never stay healthy, Romeo, who can never really shake back after Achilles injury, and Charles Harris. They did nothing last year. Kaminsky did more than those guys did. And also you add Marcus Davenport as well too, who just can't seem to stay healthy. So I'm not really including him. So you got pass rush by committee. You got Pascal, Onwuzurike. See what happened with Wingo. They able to make shit shake on the inside. Pascal he's a really good disruptor, especially run stopper on the edge. James Houston coming off the leg fracture. He should bring some juice on the edge. We'll see what the kid from the Canadian Football League, Betts, brings to the table. Marcus Davenport is an elite athlete, just can't stay healthy. So Kaminsky is one of them power guys, one of them hustler type, Van den Bosch type guys. So I like it. Yeah. Beyond, quite frankly, if somebody of substance get cut, or a veteran they really like get cut, they could bring them in for the low. So, great. I mean, I'm not concerned because the front end and the back end all work. They work in unison. So, if they get better corner play, that's gonna help out the pass rush. The one thing they did, as far as the pass rush, they got better. They got younger. More athletic, more spry. And, if Onwuzurike can give you something this year coming off that back surgery, which nobody's ever really recovered from that back surgery. If he can start to reach his potential, that'd be exactly what they need, is somebody who just can kick ass and take names. Or take names and kick ass. What he said, I forgot what movie that was. On the inside. So yeah, you got your run stoppers and Reader and Aleem McNeil, Roger Martin, see where he come along, got to start stopping the run. Then you got your all-purpose. I mean, we ain't really got to mention Aiden Hutchinson. You got some people say, well, he wasn't existent for a month because he didn't get a sack. So, you go through things like that. You go through ups and downs. Just because you don't get sacks don't mean you're not effective. Don't mean you're not getting pressures. Don't mean you're not freeing it up for somebody else. And people got to understand, for a while, it was just him across that line. Thank God that Lee McNeil brought some juice. It was him as a pass rusher. And then they started blitzing and finding different ways to manufacture pressure. This year, they're still going to have to find ways to manufacture pressure. That's just what it is. You still got to find ways to disguise fronts. You still going to bring guys off the edge. The way that Melifanu was disguising and blitzing last year, you're not gonna let that. You got to continue to include that in the game plan. I see that's why they got so many DBs, because they're going to do things. They're going to use some of these guys as a linebacker. They're going to see using some of these guys as a star. They're going to use some of these guys as a nickelback. They're going to use some of these guys as a free safety. I mean, they doing a lot of things. When you got DBs who can tackle and who can be good in run support, and find ways around them tight ends and linemen, those are a premium. If I can leave you in on rundowns and I don't give up nothing in the pass in pass coverage, and I ain't giving up nothing in really significant in run defense, hell yeah. So them getting better, them getting more DBs is part of them helping in the pass rush. Now y'all can cover a little bit longer. Now we got guys that can, be a little bit more physical. We got guys that can turn the ball over. We got guys that can hold on that extra second or half a second, or that little extra millisecond. That could be the difference between getting a sack, or throwaway or a turnover. So once you start kind of really digging into what they, what they do. I mean, them by helping revamp that defensive backfield, with a flux of veterans. Amick Robertson, you bring Vidor back, you bring Carlton Davis in, who playing for a contract. Then you go get Ennis Rackshaw, and then you go get Tyrion Arnold. So you got a nice injection of young, spry talent and veteran talent. So that's going to help your pass rush even more, with them covering a little bit longer. And also, it's going to take some time for that back end to gel. But when you start talking about adding sauce to the pass rush, really, the only real new character, is if the guy from the Canadian Football League make it. If Marcus Davenport can stay healthy. Other than that, Pascal, Anazorki, James Houston, Kaminsky, Aiden Hutchinson, they all, Liam McNeil. I don't really consider DJ Reader a pass rusher. He a run plugger. But you want to throw him in there, Broderick Martin, they all been here. Other than DJ Reader and the ones I named, they all been here. So they got camaraderie. So the back end and the front end will help. We'll help each other out. And, a lot of people don't look at it that way, as getting DBs is going to help the pass rush. Absolutely. Them blitzing, them covering, being able to cover a little bit longer. But they got to form they camaraderie back there. We got to figure out what roles they going to play, because you got a lot of questions. I think Melifonou's going to continue to be a utility guy. Corner, safety, nickelback, blitzer, linebacker. I think, you might see Brian Branch more at safety this year. You might see Amick Robertson, be a nickelback. You might see Ennis Rackshaw be a nickelback, be a star. Carlton Davis probably going to be number one. Tyrion Arnold and, Amick Robertson. Is his name Robertson from the Raiders? They're going to vie for the number 2 cornerback. So it's going to be interesting to see how this all pans out, how they use these DBs. Kirby got this hip surgery. He probably going to be the free safety. Melifonou, might just be a utility player. He might be the strong safety. It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. But them, as soon as they gel and get better, it's going to make the pass rush better. So it'll go hand in hand. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, all my other channels inside the link tree. Peace.